Hi friends, this is Selvajang here. Welcome to my networking channel, and today the topic I'm going to discuss about RIPng. So RIP we are using for IP version 4. For IPv6 we are using RIPng, which is a RIP next generation. So which uses link local as a source address, and it using the multicast address FF02:9. This is for sending the update between the neighbors, and updates are sent on UDP port 521. So now what is the plan is, now let us go over this in architecture R1, R2 and R3. So now let us go ahead and configure the directly connected interfaces, and then let us enable the routing protocol RIPng, right? So how to configure? Let us go to R1. So first and foremost, always we have to enable the routing, IPv6 unicast routing. So then let us configure the directly connected interfaces. So go to the configuration mode. So before that, what we can do? So we can just enable the packet capture. Just I want to show the packet capture, how the updates are sent, and what is the port source and the destination port it is using, right? So let us enable the packet capture. Right click, okay, start Wireshark. So similar way, go here and let us start this capture also. Start capture, click OK. Okay, so let us start the Wireshark. So okay, so I started both the Wireshark. So then before the doing this, so also debug the, let us enable the routing protocol for debugging. I debug. So now go to the configuration mode. IPv6, we have to enable the RIP, right? IPv6 router RIP. So this is the command you have to do. IPv6 router RIP followed with a string. Any string you can do. RIPng. So click, then control set. So then go to the configuration mode. Interface faster than at 0/0, right? This is a faster than interface. So then I have to do an IPv6 enable. This is the command used to generate the link local address. This is mainly for communication between R1 and R2 and R2 and R3 interfaces. So I enable the RIP link local address enable. So it generate the link local address, right? So now what I'm going to do, now I have to enable the RIP in the interface mode also. How to do that? IPv6 RIP, IPv6 RIP, RIPng, the same string what we are given, right? IPv6 RIPng, and then click enable. So this is the initial string we are given, right? So same string you have to give. So then I have to assign the address, IPv6 address 2001. So we can give any address 1/120. So I given the prefixes 2001 and the last address, right? That is a interface ID. So I given as 1, right? We call it as a host address also. This I given as 1. So now let us click Control Z. So now I have done with the configuration of faster than at 0/0 for router 1. So this is the configuration I have done. What are things I have done? First I enable the IPv6 address, then IPv6 enable, then interface mode also you have to enable the RIPng, right? So these are the things you have to do. And the configuration mode, what are things I have to configure? You have to enable the IPv6 unicast routing. Then also you have to enable the IPv6 router RIP. That is the command you have to do. The IPv6. So this is the command you have to do. IPv6 router RIP followed by the RIP string, RIPng. So this is a string you have to give. So now what I'm going to do after configuring this, so what I'm going to do, let us go do the packet capture. So let us capture the IPv6 packet. So you're able to see, right? You're able to see the packet capture. So initially it is sending neighbor solicitation and the neighbor advertising messages. This is the after generating the link local address IPv6 enable. So it will start sending the neighbor solicitation and the neighbor advertising messages. So then it will, after enabling the protocol, right, RIPng protocol, so it will start sending the update between the neighbors, right? You are able to see this is a user data UDP protocol. It RIP always send the updated on UDP protocol. That is source port is 521 and the destination port is 521. This is a protocol RIPng, and this is a prefix we have configured, right? 2001 1, right? This is a prefix we have configured. And what are the things we can see? IPv6 we can see the source address. Source address is the link local address. That's the thing I was mentioned here. It uses link local as a source address, and you are able to see destination address is FF029, and the source and the destination port is UDP port 521. So these are the key points you have to remember about RIPng. That is the protocol you're using for the protocol we are using for IPv6, right? So after doing this, now let us go to R2 again. So let us configure the same thing. Let us enable the IPv6 unicast routing. Then what you have to do, let us do IPv6 router. In the configuration mode, these two commands you have to enable. IPv6 router RIP, the same string you have to give, RIPng. This is any string you can give, RIPng protocol. So after that, do a control set. Then again go to the configuration mode. Then you have to configure this directly connected interfaces faster than 0/0 and 0/1. So interface faster than 0 by 0 IPv6 enable. Again enable the IPv6 enable this for generating the link local address. Then IPv6 address 2001, the same address you have to give. So this 2001, one we have given, this 2001 we can give 2, right? So 2 you can use /128. Similar way, now what we can do, IPv6 address we have given, right? So what are the things pending here? So I have to enable the RIP, IPv6 RIPng enable. So I configure the RIP also. So this you are able to follow, you are following this, right? So I configure 2001, 2001, 2, right? This is the IPv6 address I configure on R1 and R2 interface, faster thread interface. So remember this both should reside in the same subnet. That's the thing I given. This is also same subnet and this also should be in the same subnet. So similar way, let us go to now configure this fast Ethernet 1, right? So go to configuration mode, interface fast Ethernet 1. The same command I have to repeat, IPv6 enable, and the IPv6 address, let us give different address, right? What we can give 2001 111 we can give it as 1/128. So I configure this a different subnet, that is 2001 111 So this is the thing given. Then also we will enable the RIP in the interface mode, IPv6 RIP RIPng enable. So we have enabled, right? So we are done with the configuration. So now what we can do, if you want, you can debug the IPv6 RIP. This is for debugging. So enable the debugging. So now let us configure on R3 also. I have to repeat the same step. Go to R3, go to the configuration mode, IPv6 unicast routing. So IPv6 router RIPng. So I have to do this, then do a control set, then go to the configuration mode, interface. So I'm configuring this interface faster than at 1 followed by IPv6 enable. So this will generate the local address. Let us see here. So this will be after any configuring this will be generating the local address here. So let us see IPv6. So this will be started sending the neighbor solicitation messages between R2 and R3, right? That is the purpose of generating IPv6 enable. So this will generate neighbor solicitation and the neighbor advertisement messages for communication purpose. So that is the main purpose of enabling doing an IPv6 enable on the interface, right? So after doing this, then we go to enable the IPv6 RIP, right? IPv6 RIPng, right? The same string you have to give enable. Then one more thing is pending. I have to configure the IPv6 address. So keep it in mind, this both should say reside in the same subnet. So what is the address we have given here? R2. So we can see here, show run interface faster than at 0 by 1, right? So the same address you have to give 2011. We are given 1 here, right? Interface ID or the host address. So here we have to give it as 2. So 2001 1111. So we'll give it as 2 128. Right? So we are configured. We're done with the configuration. So now let us check the directly connected interfaces. Show IP. So if you want, you can remove this debug command. Show IPv6 interface brief. So the interface are up, right? Both the interface faster than interface are up. So let us go to R2, undebug. You can do a remove the undebug. Show IPv6 interface brief. So this is the interface, right? 2001. This interface 2001 2, and this is 2001 111 right? Similarly, go to R3 and check the interfaces. So I'm checking everything is fine. Interface brief. So this also is fine. So now what we can do, one more step is pending. I think, I hope you are following this, whatever thing. So if you want to capture the protocol RIP, you can do a RIPng. So you can see the RIPng protocol, right? So you see seeing the RIPng protocol. So I also already told the source is the link local address always, and the destination will be the FF29, right? This is a multicast address. It will send the update, and the updates will be sent on the port destination port 521. So these are the key points you have to remember. So now let us check the routing protocol. Check show IPv6 route. So IPv6 I guess route RIP. So now you can see the remote directly connected interfaces, and also you can see the remote network, right? So the remote network you are able to, it is identifying, right? R3 network is 2001 on 2, right? Similarly, let us go to R2 and check the routing table. Show IPv6 RIP route. or we can see IPv6 route also. That's whatever way you can do, you can do. So IPv6 route. Yeah. So we're able to see the directly connected interface and the routing protocol. What are the through the RIP? What are the networks, destination networks we identify? We are able to see here, right? It is denoted by R, and it is the administrative distance is 120. Even the for RIP for IP version 4 is also 120, right? So here you're able to see 120 divided by 2. That is a hop count. Similar way, let us go to R3 and check the show IPv6 route. You can see the RIP routes right here. It is identifying the all the destination networks. So R3 you are able to see the R1, and from R1 you are able to see R3. If you want, we can do a ping and we can check the remotely connected interface. Do a ping to the interface. So 2001. So we're able to reach the remote interface. So let us check from R3 also. So ping 2001. So we are able to reach the remotely connected interface. So this is how you have to configure the RIPng. So the RIPng we are using for the IPv6, and it uses link local as a source address, and the destination address is FF219. This is a multicast address. It will send the update, and the updates are sent on port UDP port 521. So these are the key points you have to remember. I hope you enjoy this video. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe me for more videos. Thank you and have a wonderful day.